Have you ever stopped to think about how hard your kidneys work for you every single day? Most people rarely do. You can go weeks thinking about your heart, your weight, your digestion, your blood sugar, or your joints, but your kidneys usually stay in the background, silent, steady, and unnoticed. Yet these two small organs are doing some of the most important work in your entire body, every minute of every day. They filter your blood, remove waste, balance fluids, regulate minerals, help control blood pressure, activate vitamin D, and even support red blood cell production. In other words, your kidneys are not just filters. They are master regulators that help keep your internal environment stable and alive. And here is the part many people overlook. What you drink every day directly affects how well your kidneys can do their job. Some beverages make life harder for your kidneys. Sugary drinks, excess soda, heavily processed beverages, and drinks loaded with sodium or artificial additives can slowly contribute to the exact conditions that damage the kidneys over time, including high blood pressure, obesity, insulin resistance, kidney stones, and chronic inflammation. But other drinks do the opposite. The right beverages can support hydration, improve circulation, reduce stone risk, help protect kidney cells from oxidative stress, and make it easier for your body to remove waste efficiently. They are not magic cures. No drink can erase years of unhealthy habits or reverse advanced kidney disease overnight. But small daily choices, repeated consistently, can make a meaningful difference over time. So today, we are going to walk through some of the best drinks for kidney health, not just by naming them, but by explaining exactly how they work inside the body, why they matter, and who needs to be careful with them. And before we begin, one important note. If you already have advanced chronic kidney disease, are on dialysis, or have been told to limit fluids, potassium, or certain minerals, always follow your doctor's or dietitian's advice first, because even healthy drinks may need to be adjusted in your case. Now, let's start with the most important drink of all. 1. Water, the foundation of kidney health. When it comes to protecting your kidneys, nothing is more important than water. Water is not trendy. It is not expensive. It does not come in a shiny bottle with a health claim printed on the front. But it is still the single most essential drink for kidney function because your kidneys depend on water to perform their basic job, filtering the blood and making urine. Every day, your kidneys filter enormous amounts of blood through millions of tiny filtering units called nephrons. These filters remove waste products created by normal metabolism, including substances like urea, creatinine, and uric acid. Water helps dissolve these waste products so they can be carried out of the body in urine. When you are properly hydrated, these wastes remain diluted, urine flows more easily, and your kidneys can clear waste more efficiently. But when you do not drink enough, things begin to change. Urine becomes more concentrated, waste products become more concentrated, minerals can start to collect more easily, blood flow to the kidneys may become less optimal, especially during dehydration, heat exposure, illness, or intense physical activity. This does not necessarily mean one mildly dehydrated day will damage your kidneys, but repeated dehydration over time creates extra stress, and in some people, especially those with other health risks, that can contribute to problems. Hydration is also one of the most important defenses against kidney stones. Kidney stones form when certain minerals and compounds, such as calcium, oxalate, and uric acid, become too concentrated in the urine and begin to crystallize. The more concentrated the urine, the easier it is for crystals to form, stick together, and grow. Drinking enough water helps dilute those substances and flush them out before they have a chance to become stones. Water also supports circulation. Your kidneys require a healthy, steady blood supply because filtration depends on blood reaching those tiny filtering structures. When hydration is adequate, blood volume is better maintained, and blood vessels can deliver oxygen and nutrients more effectively. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is turning hydration into a rigid rule, like, everyone must drink 8 glasses a day. In reality, water needs vary. A person's fluid needs depend on body size, climate, exercise, diet, medications, pregnancy status, and overall health. Someone working outside in hot weather will need more than someone sitting indoors all day. A person eating a high-salt diet may need more fluid than someone eating mostly whole foods. And someone with advanced kidney failure may actually need to limit fluids, not increase them. So instead of obsessing over a perfect number, focus on consistency. For many healthy adults, regularly drinking water throughout the day and aiming for pale yellow urine is a practical sign that hydration is on track. If your urine is dark, strong-smelling, or you are frequently thirsty, that may be a signal that you need more fluid. But if you have kidney disease, heart failure, or fluid restrictions, personalized advice matters more than general rules. The bottom line is simple. If you want to protect your kidneys, start with water. It is the baseline that makes every other healthy habit work better. 2. Lemon water. Simple, refreshing, and especially helpful for stone prevention. If water is the foundation, lemon water may be one of the easiest upgrades. Adding lemon to water does not turn it into a miracle drink, but it can provide an extra benefit, particularly for people prone to kidney stones. Lemons contain citric acid, and when citrate levels rise in the urine, that can help reduce the risk of certain stones, especially calcium-based stones. Here is how it works. One of the common ways kidney stones form is when calcium binds with oxalate in the urine, creating crystals. Citrate helps interfere with that process. It can bind to calcium, reducing the chance that calcium will combine with oxalate. It may also help prevent tiny crystals from clumping together into larger stones. That is why increasing urinary citrate is often part of kidney stone prevention strategies. This does not mean lemon water can dissolve every stone or replace medical treatment. If someone has severe stone disease, repeated stones, or large stones, they need proper medical evaluation. But as a daily habit, lemon water is a simple, natural, low-cost strategy that may help support a more stone-resistant urinary environment. Lemon water also has another major advantage. It makes hydration easier. Many people know they should drink more water, but they simply get bored of plain water. They drink one glass, forget the rest of the day, and then end up reaching for soda, sweet tea, or a packaged drink instead. A squeeze of fresh lemon can make water more appealing, more refreshing, and easier to drink consistently. And consistency is what matters most. Lemons also provide vitamin C and plant compounds with antioxidant activity. While we should not exaggerate their effects, these compounds may help reduce oxidative stress, which is relevant because the kidneys are highly active organs and vulnerable to damage from chronic inflammation and free radicals. The easiest way to use lemon water is simple. Squeeze fresh lemon into plain water once or twice a day. You do not need piles of sugar, flavored syrup, or lemonade concentrates full of added sweeteners. In fact, once you load lemon water with sugar, you lose much of the benefit. Keep it simple. Fresh lemon, plain water, and regular use. And one more quick note. If you have severe acid reflux, mouth ulcers, or very sensitive teeth, very acidic drinks may bother you. In that case, you can dilute it more, drink it with meals, or rinse your mouth with plain water afterward. For the right person, lemon water is one of the easiest kidney-friendly habits to build. 3. Unsweetened cranberry juice. Support for urinary tract health. Cranberries have been associated with urinary health for a long time, and that connection matters for the kidneys too. Why? Because the urinary tract and the kidneys are connected. When harmful bacteria enter the urinary tract and are not cleared effectively, an infection that starts lower down can sometimes travel upward. A bladder infection can become a kidney infection, and kidney infections are not minor problems. They can be painful, serious, and in some cases leave lasting damage. This is where cranberry may help. Cranberries contain plant compounds called proanthocyanidins. These compounds appear to interfere with the ability of certain bacteria, especially E. coli, to stick to the lining of the urinary tract. Instead of attaching, multiplying, and causing more trouble, those bacteria may be more likely to get flushed out in the urine. That is why cranberry products are often discussed in the context of urinary tract infection prevention. Now, it is important to be accurate here. Cranberry juice is not an antibiotic. It does not replace medical treatment for an active infection. If someone has fever, burning urination, flank pain, blood in the urine, or symptoms of a kidney infection, they need proper care. But as part of prevention, especially in people who are prone to recurring urinary tract issues, unsweetened cranberry juice may be helpful. Cranberries also contain antioxidants, such as vitamin C and polyphenols, which may help reduce oxidative stress. Again, we should keep the claims realistic. Cranberry is not a cure-all. but it is a more supportive choice than many sugary, ultra-processed beverages. The key word here is unsweetened. Most cranberry drinks sold in stores are not true cranberry juice in the way people imagine. Many are sweetened cranberry cocktails loaded with added sugar. And that matters, because excess sugar does the kidneys no favors. It can contribute to weight gain, blood sugar problems, insulin resistance, and metabolic changes that increase long-term kidney risk. So if you choose cranberry juice, read the label carefully. Look for unsweetened or low-sugar options, and remember that a small amount can be enough. You do not need a giant bottle every day. Quality matters more than quantity. For people with a history of kidney stones, one more detail is worth mentioning. Cranberry may not be ideal for everyone, depending on stone type and individual urine chemistry. So if someone gets recurrent stones, it is smarter to talk to a clinician or dietitian who understands stone prevention, rather than assume every healthy-sounding drink is right for them. Still, for many people, unsweetened cranberry juice can be a useful way to support urinary health and indirectly help protect the kidneys. 4. Green tea, gentle support through antioxidants and vascular health. Green tea is one of the most studied beverages in the world, and while it is often praised for metabolism or brain benefits, it may also offer support for kidney health. The big reason is antioxidants. Green tea is rich in plant compounds called catechins, especially one called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGG. These compounds help neutralize oxidative stress. Why does that matter for the kidneys? Because the kidneys are constantly filtering blood, handling waste products, regulating mineral balance, and working in a high-demand environment. Over time, oxidative stress can contribute to damage in the tiny filtering structures of the kidneys. Chronic inflammation is another issue. In many kidney-related conditions, inflammation is part of the long-term damage process. The more inflammation and oxidative stress build up in the body, the more vulnerable tissues become, including kidney tissue. Green tea's natural compounds may help reduce some of that stress, offering a protective effect over time. Green tea may also support blood vessel health, and this is an important point people often miss. Your kidneys depend on a vast network of tiny blood vessels. If those vessels are damaged by high blood pressure, smoking, uncontrolled diabetes, or chronic inflammation, filtration becomes less efficient. Supporting vascular health means supporting kidney health. Some of the compounds in green tea appear to help with endothelial function, which means they may help blood vessels work more effectively. Another benefit is that green tea can be a healthy substitute. Sometimes the advantage of a drink is not only what it adds, but what it replaces. If 1 or 2 daily sodas are replaced with unsweetened green tea, that person is not only gaining antioxidants, they are also avoiding a large dose of added sugar. That swap alone could help reduce long-term kidney strain. Now, moderation matters. Green tea does contain caffeine, though usually less than coffee. For most people, 1 to 3 cups a day is a reasonable amount, but concentrated green tea extracts, detox products, or extreme consumption are a different story. More is not always better. Stick with regular brewed tea rather than supplement-style products. And of course, it should be unsweetened whenever possible. A green tea beverage packed with sugar stops being a kidney-friendly drink very quickly. So if you enjoy tea, green tea can be a smart option. Hydrating, antioxidant-rich, and far more supportive than most bottled sweet drinks. 5. Herbal teas, gentle hydration with specific added benefits. Herbal teas are another excellent category of drinks for kidney support, especially because they can increase fluid intake without the sugar and heavy processing found in many commercial beverages. And unlike green tea or black tea, many herbal teas are naturally caffeine-free, which makes them a gentler option for some people, especially later in the day. But not all herbal teas do the same thing. Different herbs contain different plant compounds, and each one may offer a slightly different kind of support. Let's start with hibiscus tea. Hibiscus has been studied for its potential ability to support healthy blood pressure. That is important because high blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney damage. When blood pressure stays high for years, it damages blood vessels throughout the body, including the delicate blood vessels inside the kidneys. Lowering that pressure burden helps protect those vessels and reduce long-term injury. So a drink that supports healthy blood pressure may indirectly support kidney health as well. Then there is ginger tea. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and related phytonutrients that have anti-inflammatory effects. Since inflammation plays a role in tissue damage throughout the body, reducing chronic inflammatory stress may help protect many organs, including the kidneys. Ginger tea may also be soothing for digestion, which can make it a pleasant, practical daily drink. Chamomile tea is another good option. Chamomile is often thought of as a bedtime tea because of its calming effect, but it also contains antioxidants that may help reduce oxidative stress. Some people find it useful as an evening replacement for sweet desserts, soda, or sugary nighttime drinks. And sometimes the simplest health improvement is not what a drink contains, but what unhealthy choice it helps displace. Turmeric tea is often mentioned because turmeric contains curcumin, a compound known for anti-inflammatory activity. Curcumin has been widely studied, though absorption can vary, and tea is not the same as a therapeutic dose. Still, as part of an overall anti-inflammatory lifestyle, turmeric tea can be a useful addition for some people. Nettle tea, dandelion tea, and parsley tea have long traditions in herbal wellness and are often used to support urinary flow and general urinary tract health. Some people use them as mild supportive teas for fluid balance. However, these are also the kinds of herbs where caution matters. Natural does not always mean universally safe. Some herbs can interact with medications, may not be appropriate during pregnancy, and may be unsuitable for people with advanced kidney disease or those taking diuretics, blood pressure medication, or blood thinners. That is the key message with herbal teas. They can be very helpful, but thoughtful use is better than blind use. If you are generally healthy, rotating caffeine-free herbal teas can be a nice way to increase hydration and add beneficial plant compounds to your day. But if you already have kidney disease, take multiple medications, or have been told to watch potassium or fluid intake, check before using herbal blends regularly. Used wisely, herbal teas are one of the easiest ways to make hydration feel more enjoyable and more sustainable. 6. Vegetable juices, nutrient-dense but only when chosen carefully. Vegetable juices can also support kidney health, but this is the category where quality matters the most. Fresh vegetable-based drinks can provide antioxidants, vitamins, phytonutrients, and hydration, all of which may help reduce oxidative stress and support circulation. Since the kidneys are exposed to a constant flow of metabolic waste and rely on healthy blood vessels, a diet rich in protective plant compounds can be beneficial. For example, beet juice is often discussed because beets contain natural nitrates. The body can convert these into nitric oxide, a compound that helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Better blood flow may support circulation, and circulation is essential for proper kidney filtration. However, beets are also high in oxalates, so people with a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones should be careful and get individualized advice before drinking beet juice regularly. Carrot juice provides beta-carotene and other antioxidants. Cucumber juice can contribute hydration. Celery juice contains plant compounds and water, though it is often overhyped online as a cure-all. No single juice detoxifies the kidneys. Your kidneys detoxify your body naturally when they are healthy. What these juices can do is support the body with hydration and nutrients, which is a more realistic and honest benefit. The biggest problem with vegetable juice is not the vegetables. It is what manufacturers often do to them. Many packaged vegetable juices are very high in sodium, and high sodium intake can increase blood pressure, increase fluid retention, and place extra strain on the kidneys. So if someone reaches for vegetable juice thinking it is healthy, but the bottle contains a large amount of salt, the result may be less helpful than expected. The best approach is simple. Choose fresh, low-sodium, mostly vegetable-based juices without added sugar. Even better, think of vegetable juice as a supplement to a healthy diet, not a replacement for whole vegetables. Whole vegetables provide fiber and tend to be more filling and metabolically balanced than juice alone. And once again, people with chronic kidney disease need to be especially careful here because many vegetables are rich in potassium. Potassium is a healthy mineral for many people, but in advanced kidney disease, potassium may build up in the blood and become dangerous. So what is healthy for one person can be risky for another. For someone with normal kidney function, a fresh low-sodium vegetable juice can be a nutrient-rich option. But it needs to be chosen intelligently, not assumed to be healthy just because it is green. 7. One important truth. The best drink is often the one that replaces a harmful one. Before we finish, there is something incredibly important to understand. Kidney health is not only about adding good drinks, it is also about removing harmful ones. Sometimes the biggest improvement happens not because someone starts drinking a perfect super drink, but because they stop drinking something damaging every day. Sugary sodas, sweetened fruit drinks, energy drinks, and heavily processed beverages can create the exact metabolic conditions that hurt the kidneys over time. They may increase calorie intake, worsen blood sugar control, contribute to weight gain, raise uric acid, and promote high blood pressure. Some people drink these beverages so regularly that they barely realize how much sugar and chemical load they are taking in each day. Even healthy bottled drinks can be misleading. Vitamin waters, sweetened teas, juice cocktails, and sports drinks are often marketed as wellness products while delivering a large amount of sugar or sodium. This is why water, green tea, herbal tea, or diluted lemon water can be so powerful. Not because they are magical, but because they replace something worse. If you currently drink 2 sodas a day and switch one of them to water and the other to unsweetened tea, that is not a small change. That is a major shift in what your kidneys, blood sugar, blood vessels, and body weight are dealing with over time. Never underestimate the power of substitution. 8. Who needs extra caution, even with healthy drinks? Now let's talk about a very important safety point. A drink can be healthy for the average person and still be inappropriate for someone with kidney disease. That is why generalized advice must always be adapted to individual health status. If someone has advanced chronic kidney disease, kidney failure, swelling, heart failure, or has been told to limit fluids, then drink more may not be the right message. Too much fluid can build up in the body when the kidneys can no longer remove it effectively. That can lead to swelling, shortness of breath, and extra stress on the heart. The same caution applies to minerals. Some kidney patients need to monitor potassium, phosphorus, sodium, or oxalate. That means a vegetable juice, an herbal tea, a citrus drink, or even a natural wellness beverage might not be appropriate depending on their lab values and medical history. People with kidney stones also need more personalized advice. Stone prevention depends on stone type. What helps one person may not help another. For example, hydration is almost always important, but oxalate-rich juices or certain supplements may not be ideal for someone with a specific kind of stone. And finally, if someone has diabetes or high blood pressure, protecting the kidneys goes beyond beverages alone. It also means controlling blood sugar, managing blood pressure, reducing sodium, staying active, getting enough sleep, not smoking, and having regular checkups. Drinks matter a lot, but they work best as part of a bigger picture. 9. A practical daily routine for kidney-friendly drinking. So what might a simple kidney-supportive routine actually look like in real life? It does not have to be complicated. You might start the morning with a glass of water. Later, have green tea instead of a sweet bottled drink. Around lunch, choose water again. In the afternoon, drink lemon water or an herbal tea. If you enjoy cranberry juice, use a small amount of unsweetened cranberry juice rather than a sugary cocktail. If you make vegetable juice, keep it fresh, low in sodium, and appropriate for your health needs. Notice what this routine has in common. It is not extreme. It is not expensive. It is not based on miracle claims. It is based on hydration, consistency, and replacing harmful drinks with better ones. That is what sustainable kidney support looks like. 10. Final message. Your kidneys respond to what you do every day. Your kidneys are incredibly hardworking organs. They do not ask for attention, they do not complain early, and by the time symptoms appear in many kidney conditions, damage may already be well underway. That is why prevention matters so much. The drinks you choose every day can either make your kidneys' job harder or help support the work they are already trying to do for you. Water helps your kidneys filter waste and maintain fluid balance. Lemon water may help reduce stone risk. Unsweetened cranberry juice can support urinary tract health. Green tea offers antioxidant and vascular support. Herbal teas can gently improve hydration while adding beneficial plant compounds. Fresh low-sodium vegetable juices can contribute nutrients that support circulation and reduce oxidative stress when chosen wisely. None of these drinks are a cure. None of them erase unhealthy habits. and none of them replace medical care. But taken together, they represent something powerful. Daily choices that move your body in a healthier direction. And that is how long-term kidney protection usually happens. Not through one dramatic intervention, not through one viral health trend, but through repeated, ordinary decisions that quietly reduce stress on the body day after day. So if you want to support your kidneys starting now, begin with the simplest question: what am I drinking every single day? Because that answer may be helping your kidneys more than you realize, or hurting them more than you think. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who cares about their health. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these kidney-friendly drinks do you already include in your daily routine, and which one are you planning to add next? Thanks for watching, take care of your kidneys, and I'll see you in the next video.